So this episode is quite a doozy. What's up guys, Akeem here, and we are talking about Supernatural. So another week is upon us, and another episode of Supernatural is upon us. In this episode, entitled The Executioner's Song, we see the return of Cain. Now, if you guys are like me, you've been waiting and wanting to see Cain come back for a very long time, and he did not disappoint us in this episode. So the episode starts off with a guy who's on death row named Tommy, and he sees his demise at the hands of Cain. We come to find out that Cain has been going around the world killing his descendants. And the reason he's killing his descendants because they apparently have this whole murderer mentality. And apparently in order to rid the world of a taint, you have to use a blade. No, this isn't the first blade. This is actually the 917th blade. The first blade is really expensive. It has teeth in it for some strange and odd reason. And yeah, I couldn't afford it on eBay, so I bought the 917th blade. It's a variation of the first blade. The only variation is the fact that you can stab someone with it and they will die. But don't stab people! So this leads us to the final showdown between Dean and Cain. Something we have all been waiting for a very long time. Oh, and I should probably mention, Cain has a list. It's a very, very long list of people that he's been going after, and Dean was on that list. And apparently the people that Cain was killing, he was burying their bodies in some open field in Illinois. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I live in Chicago. So it's very nice to know that Cain has been burying bodies in my backyard. Wait, what? So Cain has a mentality that the world is better off without these people in it. So therefore, he put it upon himself to rid the world of these individuals that may someday have that killer mentality of their own. During the battle, one thing that I actually thought was very intriguing, that I actually took note of, was when Cain said to Dean, "You're living my life in reverse." Apparently, Dean is living Cain's life in reverse. Of course, we all know that Cain started off with killing his brother, which led him down to the path of where he is today, killing his descendants. So apparently, Dean is doing the reverse. He's killing all these individuals, and soon he'll start to kill Castiel, apparently, and then his brother, until he's pretty much rid the world of every single person that he knows and loves. Now, this episode was really, really good because it leaves us all questioning what's next with the series. We have absolutely no idea what's going to happen next. Everything was building up to Cain, was building up to the boys finding Cain and trying to figure out what to do with this mark. And now, Dean killed Cain, so what do we do now? So it's very interesting to hear Sam say out loud, what did you say, Sam? Dean's in trouble. That's right, Dean is in trouble because Cain is gone. And we didn't even find out if there was a way to get rid of the mark of Cain. Although I do believe Cain said that it starts with him. But he killed Cain. The mark, I'm assuming it's still there. Because the effects of the blade still, encompass Dean. So I don't know what's going to happen here. But this leads us to Crowley's mother, who, by the way, affectionately called her son her little sausage. She called him a little sausage. What exactly does she have in store for her son? She keeps rambling about this coven, the Grand Coven wanting her dead, and she keeps trying to manipulate her son so that he can help her get rid of the Grand Coven. So I'm pretty sure what's going to happen in, I think, 2-3 weeks from now, we're probably going to start seeing more of that particular storyline developing. So we're going to start seeing more witches coming into the mix or something. I'm assuming this. I don't know. So what's going to happen, guys? Let's talk about it. Let's discuss it down below. So I want to thank you guys for commenting on my previous Supernatural videos, and I want to bring up some of the comments that you guys actually brought up in the comment section in my previous video. One in particular. This one's by Stargate Channel, and it reads, I swear, if they brought Cain back just to try and start a fight with him or kill him, I am going to groan so much! I thought that the Men of Letters HQ would have livened up the show and take it down a new road to a great mythology, but they essentially just used it to get 5-minute scenes of them failing to find anything in textbooks every now and then. Imagine if the Winchesters had organized the Hunters and formed a new generation of Men of Letters, aided by Cass and possibly the Angels. Good points, Stargate Channel. I honestly share some of your thoughts there. That would be pretty cool if they used the Men of Letters bunker as a training ground for the rest of the Hunters. That would be pretty awesome. Kind of, make it like an HQ, kind of like a supernatural version of S.H.I.E.L.D. Now, to address one of the things you said about them bringing back Cain just to kill him, you're not alone in this. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys watching this video right now probably share the same sentiments as Stargate Channel. They brought him back just to kill him, and he was an amazing character. I loved him. I loved Cain. I loved that character of Cain. The backstory of Cain was phenomenal, and it was. I honestly believe it was a real shame that they brought him back just to kill him, and they didn't really resolve the whole Mark of Cain story arc. It wasn't resolved. I'm going to assume Dean still has the Mark of Cain, just based on this episode. Crowley still seemed a little bit worried and anxious about getting the first blade back. He didn't get it back though, luckily, because we all know he has his own agenda as well. But I'm going to assume that the writers have a reason as to why they pretty much killed off Cain. There's got to be a reason. There's got to be an overarching reason, and I'm going to assume, but again, you can't really assume anything when it comes to Supernatural. I'm going to assume it has something to do with Dean kind of living his life in reverse of Cain. I mean, who knows? I mean, it seems like each and every season a Winchester dies. So I'm assuming, who knows? Maybe for once they're going to have one of the Winchesters. They're going to have maybe Dean kill Sam. Who knows? That could be one way to kind of cap off this season. That might be in the season finale. Who knows? That would be amazing if that were to happen, though. That'd be unprecedented. But yeah, I'd like to know some of your thoughts, guys. What do you think about this past episode of Supernatural? Let's discuss it in the comments below. Let's, kind of let's get the Supernatural conversation going. I want to kind of bring in some of the good comments that you guys make into my videos so we can continue to share our thoughts on the series with each other. So, yeah, that's it for now. Feel free to check out some of my other videos. Yeah, until next time, guys, I will see you in the next time. That's the next video. Okay, I'm a king. Goodbye.